Hey guys, X2E here, and today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough on how I make my swords for my resource packs. So pretty much what you're gonna do is go to File, New, and create one that's 512 by 512 or whatever resolution you want it to be. I usually go with 512 by 512 because it looks really clean and sharp without lagging me too much. So when you create it, it's first going to be all white. You're going to want to go grab your magic wand tool, highlight it, and press delete to get rid of all that. Next, you're going to want to grab your line tool and set the brush width to 1 and make sure aliasing is anti-aliasing is disabled. Then you're going to want to scroll down to this corner and drag it out. Then I'm going to hit Control C and create a new layer, hit Control V and just turn it. And I'm going to hold Shift so it does this lock on thing. Okay, this is just going to be a bit of a guideline for us while we're making our sword. Now I'm going to add a new layer, go back to my line tool, and select my brush width. I'm going to go with a brush width of 6. Now I'm going to scroll down to this corner and just drag out my line. Oh wait, it's just going to drag it out and then make sure that the corner of the line is with our little guideline here. Make sure it's on the new layer though, because it is a pain in the ass to get rid of if you put it on the first layer. And we're just gonna drag it out. See right here, I feel like I've made the handle a bit too thick, so I'm just gonna grab this tool, the blue arrow, and just move it over a bit to where it looks about the right thickness. Then I'm going to go with my rectangle select and get rid of all that. I'm also going to get rid of this so it stays with the rest of the handle. Go reselect our line tool and start with the handle guard. Gonna make this a bit longer, and then just gonna finish this up. Also, you get the straight lines by holding down Shift every time you make a line. Just hold down Shift so it says same line. It's all the same. It's not I don't really know how to explain it. It's just locked in to certain angles, and I'm just going to use the pencil tool to fix this up. Gonna get rid of that 1 pixel, and then I have to get rid of these 3 pixels, and there we go. Now I'm going to grab my line tool again, go here, and I'm going to do that, and it just kind of looks a lot better when I put in the blade, because the blade's going to be in the handle guard, or the guard, I don't really know what it's called in specific. I'm going to copy it and paste it on a new layer, go up to layers and flip horizontally. Then I'm just going to turn it, and it's going to be something like that. And here we have a bit of a excess. We're going to get rid of that. And yeah, that's pretty much done. Next we're going to work on the outline of our blade. I'm going to go down here and just set a couple lines, making sure it's with our guideline. And just delete that. That looks better. I feel like this handle is still a bit too thick, so I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go change it up. I'm gonna go change the selection with the white arrow tool. I'm gonna go up to here in selection clipping mode, have that set, and we're just gonna bring up here. I'm gonna grab my rectangle select, and I'm gonna hold down Alt to get rid of some selection right there, and then I'm just gonna move it over a little bit. Yeah. And we're gonna re-get that highlight, and we're going to highlight the other side of the handle. Hold down Alt to get rid of that, delete it, copy, paste, layer, flip horizontally, and there you go. And we're gonna clip off some excess that's left behind. There we go. Gotta shorten our handle a little bit. That looks good. Okay, we're going to go back up to here, and we're gonna make our blade. There we go. Only do half. Control C and Control V, so that it is, but the sword's gonna be symmetrical and stuff. There we go. Now right here, I feel like I'm gonna add like a little jewel at the bottom of this sword, so I'm just gonna extend this line out and then add a line onto that, so it forms half a square. Okay, add some excess by accident, and we're gonna Control C, Control V, layer, flip horizontally, and there we go. We're gonna go down here and clip off all of this that we don't really need. In fact, I might just get rid of this little bar thing and just scrap the whole jewel idea. Usually whenever I make my swords, I don't have an idea of what I want them to look like before I do it, so I usually do a lot of changes while making it. I'm gonna go grab this dark gray and fill it in with our handle and handlebar and our crossguard, I think it's what it's called, I don't know. And I'm gonna highlight that with blue. Okay. Next, I'm gonna go like grab a metal texture real quickly. So I'm just gonna pull up Google and search metal texture. Go to images, and I'm gonna select this one right here. Just select any, it doesn't really matter, it all looks good. Just gonna select this one, Control C, Control V, keep canvas size so it doesn't really mess it up. Overlay it over our little handle thing, and I'm gonna go over and highlight the dark gray stuff. I'm gonna hold down Shift so it highlights all the dark gray. Go up to here and then hold down Control and hit I so it inverts our selection and deletes that. Next, I'm gonna go to the layer with all this iron texture stuff and go to multiply, and I'll give it some grainy, some really nice texturing. And we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna make a new layer, grab my dark gray, when press backspace so that it fills in that selection. Hit Control I again so it inverts the selection and fill it. Press backspace again to fill it again, and now it should look like this. Note this is all on a new layer. We're going to go to Effects, Blurs, and not Motion Blur but Gaussian Blur. This will give the bit of a gray part, a little more shading. Let's go with around 19 looks good. We're gonna hit Control I again, and then press Delete. And then we have a pretty nice looking handle right there. And we're just gonna merge all those layers back. And now we're going to work on our blade. I'm going to make this blade a bit longer. Yep. And with the blade, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this. So I'm just gonna create a new layer, Control I, and then Control I, fill it in. Yeah. The reason I do the whole thing, the Control I thing, so it surrounds it in black, is so that when I do the Gaussian blur, it doesn't add these transparent pixels on the inside, and that's transparent pixels are really buggy in 1.8. So, not really sure what I'm gonna do with this right now. Let's see. I'm just probably going to add in the shading. So I'm gonna set my brush width to 1, grab the line tool, and just drag it out. Grab our paint bucket and fill it in. Now, not really sure what I'm going to do with this. Just gonna Control I, delete that, and bring it down. You know what I should probably do? I'll just put it on some shading, keeping it simple. I'm gonna add a new layer, Control I, fill it in, and then I'm gonna go to Effects, Gaussian Blur. The reason it's on a new layer is so that it doesn't mess with the actual sharp line. It just kind of adds some shading, and that looks really, really good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the sword's pretty much done. Hope you all enjoyed. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and see ya.